Hi, and firstly, Happy New Year. I know most of us have had a really good celebration over New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, but today is the 2nd of January and it's evening time now. But I started my day exactly the way I wanted to, and that was with something I posted on Facebook. And it was about a business opportunity I'm doing. A little bit more about that in a minute, but firstly, in the break period between the 27th and the 31st, I actually had 11 business offers from people, and they range from all kinds of different things. And in 2023, many of us got scammed in different businesses and in investments. And so the question is to ask, well, how do I avoid getting scammed? And what's the answer to that? There's probably 1,000 different answers to that. Everyone says do your due diligence, check out the company, see if they're registered, and there's 101 different things. But it's a little bit like going to buy a car, isn't it? You know you want it, you know exactly what it is you want, you know what you want from it, but when you go to a car dealership, you don't ask in which order do the pistons go up and down. How how often does the oil go black and that sort of stuff. When do I need a service? Well, normally every 6 months, 12, maybe a little bit longer if you don't do that many miles. But all you really want is about a half a dozen basic facts when buying a car, and often when buying a business. But what I've learned over this last year, and some of you know, I've probably spent about the last 41 years in and out of network marketing, in more than out, and I've had a reasonably good time with it up until about the last, I would say, 5 or 6 years, and the whole industry changed. Everything was changing about the products that were available and the companies that were promoting those products, and the CEOs. The CEOs to me just weren't like they used to be. They weren't really passionate about their products and service. They were passionate about becoming billionaires. And that's what we see on Instagram and everything else. Everyone wants to be a billionaire, not a millionaire, a billionaire. And sometimes you kind of ask yourself the question quietly, well, what do I need to be content? So over the last few weeks, that's what I've been asking myself. I didn't have a good time last year in business. I actually walked away from two companies, one in January and one in August, because I just didn't feel that the companies were doing what I thought they ought to be doing in business. I didn't feel comfortable there, and I couldn't see an income there. So, I wasn't going to be content. And the more I've thought about different things, what I really thought I wanted was simplicity. And I know some of you have looked at my Facebook posts over Christmas with the business opportunity that I have been promoting. I do one thing and one thing only now, and that's called copy and paste ads. A lot of people say to me, oh, you've got to keep your options open, you've got to have multiple streams of income, you've got to juggle plates. How many times do you think I've tried that? It doesn't really work, does it? But anyone that's content with what they're doing, their lifestyle, their income and everything else, usually focuses on one thing and one thing only. And fortunately for me, about 6 weeks ago, a business wrote to me that I joined in 2019, and that was copy and paste ads. And I'd forgotten all about it, and it's an affiliate program. It's not a network marketing business. You don't recruit people. You literally sell a business opportunity. You are selling a ready-made business in a box. So the very thing I bought in 2019, I was selling to people. It was actually teaching me how to do affiliate marketing, great ways of doing it, great tools that I've never used before. It was showing me how to do those. And I really enjoyed it. And you'll see from the promotional video, the company actually, which is really nice of them, they kind of like my testimonial video because I upgraded my car at the time. My job wouldn't enable me to do that. It didn't pay enough. So the extra income that I made from copy and paste ads financed a car. So I got the car in the first 3 months, took us out to dinner, a few times, and paid for extra things that the job didn't pay for. And back then, copy and paste ads in 2019 cost more than it does today, which is very unusual. Usually things go up, don't they? Especially business opportunities. Well, copy and paste has actually gone down in price, but not in value. It's maintained its high value. In fact, what you get inside the members area now is 100 times better than it was for me back in 2019. And yet I still made in 2019 $100 over and over and over and over and over again, because that's the commission you can make with copy and paste ads. It's the minimum commission you're going to make by selling your successful, proven business onto others through adverts that are produced for you by copy and paste ads to sites that are given to you by copy and paste ads. Everything is inside the members area. So I didn't have to even speak to the people I knew, the people from networking days. I didn't need to, really. I could just use the ads from that. And I did all right with it. And then I got distracted. And guess what I went back into? Network marketing. Because it's what I thought I knew. I knew the industry. I knew people followed me because they trusted me. And we went back into it. And that particular company, I don't need to say who they are. They know who they are. People know who it is. But that particular company that I joined at the end of 2019, 6 years later, still hasn't launched to the world, still hasn't got any products at work, and still hasn't paid anybody. So people say, well, that sounds like a scam. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? It's still going today, and there's still people that believe they're going to get paid. So that was a bad experience for me, and I decided January of 2023 to come away from that and go and make money somewhere else. And I made money somewhere else. I made money very, very quickly somewhere else. And I actually quit my job. I was working for a different company at the time. And I quit my job quite quickly because I doubled my salary. But then cracks started to appear. 2 to 3 months into that business, I found a flaw in what I call the income plan, because people weren't paying the monthly subscription. They were leaving. So I asked a simple question: why are you leaving? Didn't you think this was a good idea? Yeah, Paul, we thought it was a great idea. However, we don't think we're getting anything for our money. All right. So it wasn't anything I'd done. It wasn't anything I wasn't doing. It was something that they felt within that network marketing company wasn't delivering, and they were leaving. There was a few things I wasn't happy with. I decided to leave in August. And you're thinking, what's going on with this? Why isn't things working out for us? And you look at other things and you join something else, and then you join something else, and that doesn't work. So I looked at investments, and I put 3 or 4 investments in. Some made a little bit of money. I got a little bit of money back. The one that was going to be really big, that went through November and December, we ended up losing money with. Some of us lost more than others. Some lost $100, some lost several thousand. And it was a scam. So how do you know what's a scam and what isn't? So when Copy and Paste wrote to me, sent me an email about 6 weeks ago, saying, we're still here, we've been going since 2018, we've revamped the website completely now, and you wouldn't recognize it. It's great, and there's lots of training videos inside. And by the way, we've tweaked the income. The income actually pays more. So back then in 2019, it was paying $100 commission a time. Somebody would join for $149. The company would get $49 of that, which is the admin fee, and obviously to help look after hosting, because you don't even pay for hosting with this business, which is great. And then you, the inviter, the promoter of that business, would receive £100 instant payment. And it used to come from the company. Now it's changed. It's much better. The good news is they've lowered the price. It's not $149, it's $129. So for us here in the UK, that's around about £100 one time only. There are no monthly subscription fees. There are no monthly fees whatsoever. There are no upsales with it at all, which was really good. And so literally what you're purchasing is a successful business concept that's been proven since 2018 with a lifetime membership. Now, when they wrote to me and said, we're still going, people are still making 6 figures. You did really well with this before. Why don't you come back? So I'm thinking, why don't I go back? So 6 weeks ago, I had a look because I'd come away from network marketing. I decided in August, do you know what? 41 years is enough. It isn't what it used to be. I'm not having any fun there anymore. So even if I know how the industry works, it's not a fit for me anymore. Now I need to do something different. So I always used to look at affiliate marketing as something quite small, make a little bit of money here and there. Things like ClickBank and JVZoo and things like that. People claim to make great money. I don't know. I tried them both. I couldn't make more than about $50 to $100 maximum a period in my whole time with it. So I come away with it. But Copy and Paste Ads has been the only affiliate program where I've actually made reasonable amounts of money, which I call reasonable amounts of money, something worth your time for, worth giving up your time for. So now it's reduced to only $129, around about £100. But the company gets $29, but you see what you get for that $29 in the back office. There's capture pages, landing pages, your adverts are all done for you. They've got the top 20 places to advertise with links. They've got another top 100 sites that you can go to post your ads. So you don't even have to approach anybody you know. So if you don't want to do this on social media, you don't have to. Personally, that's all I've done in the last few weeks that I've gone back into it, the last 6 weeks. I haven't even done this properly, and I didn't do it properly in 2019. But now this is my only business venture. I'm going to do this properly, and I said I'm going to do it properly from today. So today, I started the way that my advert started this morning. I've put a little post on Facebook with a picture of busy traffic and another picture of my desk in my lounge and how that's laid out. And I said, this year, would you like a better way to work? And the reality is, this isn't a business, it's not a get rich quick business by any means. You can make some great money from day one. And the good thing is you could actually join today and make money tomorrow. What I've noticed in I would say, October, November and December, I was watching people go into all kinds of other businesses. They were telling me, oh, it's great. The two guys behind it are millionaires and other things. Oh, they've got offices, they've got this, they've got that. They've been going so many years. And I watched them go into these other businesses and they didn't appeal to me at the time. I said, no, I'm all right where I am. I'm still looking. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do yet. So I was in between doing something. But I'd had the email in November from Copy and Paste Ads, middle of November, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to that. I trust it. And I fully expected to pay again. And I thought, okay, I'll pay again. But I forgot I didn't have to pay again because it's a lifetime membership. I could just get going. So that was really nice. So the reason that people are looking at Copy and Paste Ads now and are joining is because they go, actually, I could join today, and if I get set up, which you could get set up quite quickly, through the tutorial videos, you can get your processes set up and everything. You can go through Bitcoin, Cash App, Stripe, PayPal. There's various ways that you can get paid. And here's the good part. You can't get conned in this at all. You can't get conned. Well, how can you not get conned? Well, let me tell you why. Let me pedal backwards to October, November, December to see what I was looking at. I was watching people going into other businesses. They paid around about £100 to get in these businesses, or £100, $100, and then they had to pay more on top monthly to be able to operate that business, to do that business function, and all of a sudden they haven't been paid. There's one company in particular, a lot of my friends went into it, looked really good, looked really, put together, been going a long time apparently, but it hasn't paid its members for 3 months now. And then all of a sudden, what looks really good now becomes, in people's eyes, a scam. Well, why is it a scam? Because it hasn't paid me. Everything is really good, isn't it? Until it doesn't pay you. And then it instantly becomes a scam. Because you're getting ripped off. You're not getting what you were promised. You're not getting paid. Well, that can't happen here in Copy and Paste Ads because the company's changed the system. There are 2 payments now. When I have a new customer, because I'm selling the program, when I have a new customer, they make 2 payments. The first payment is $29 to the company. That registers them and that covers the admin. The company then tells that member, please pay Paul Angus, or you, if you're a member, $100. And they will then release your money-making website. So it's the website. When you see the promotional video on the website that everything's in it, there's where your golden ticket is. It really is. And I promise you, this business is worth every dollar of the $129. So you still receive $100 every time you make a sale. So if you pay some adverts that are pre-written for you, you can write your own if you want to. Some people are really good at that. I've got a friend joining this Thursday who's excellent at writing adverts. I'm really looking to see what he does with it. But remember, this is not a network marketing business. I will benefit from that person's activity and every member's activity that I've personally introduced, not only on the day, because I receive $100 when they join, they pay the 120, they pay 29, and then they pay me the 100, or they pay you the 100 if you're a promoter like me. But then on their first sale, when they do their promotion and they've learned what to do and they've looked at their videos and they own this business, it's their business now, and they're in charge of it. And that's the good thing about this. When someone pays the $29, unless they pay you that $100 commission that you are due because you found the customer, and obviously you're going to sell them the money-making website, okay? Unless they send you that money and you've received it, you don't press the accept button, because inside our members area, the company will send us an email immediately that person, it's all done through AI and very good software. So immediately that somebody has paid the $29, we get an email to say, you have a new VIP member. Congratulations. Please check your payment processes to see whether you've been paid. We look at our processes. Oh, that's good. Yep, I've got a payment in Bitcoin. I've got a payment in Cash App. I've got a payment in PayPal. Whatever it is you've set up. And you say, I've been paid. You then open up your copy and paste back office website, members area. And immediately on the page is a big page that says that person's name who's joined as a VIP member. And it says the £100 at the top right hand side. And so it's a direct peer-to-peer payment. The payment doesn't go to the company, it goes from the buyer straight to you. So you can't get cheated. Unless they pay you, they're not going to get their money-making website. Because when they do pay you, it's your responsibility to press the blue button. And you want to, because you want to give that person their money-making website. Because you know they're going to make money with it if they work it. It's not a difficult thing to do. The adverts are pre-written. The places where you can post them to are all done for you. And all you've got to do is copy, paste, post. It's a copy and paste business. That's why it's called copy and paste ads. The ads are written for us. We just post them. People respond. They're happy to pay. When they see the video, they go, this is a business that's going to be mine. Because think about it. A lot of us have been in various things. We've had teams and things like that, and it's quite nice. The camaraderie is really good. But sometimes you just want to sort of think, well, if I could just do something on my own, wouldn't that be nice? If I could just buy something, and as and when I want to, so I don't have to report to anybody, I don't have to be available to anybody, I don't have to answer everyone's questions. That would be the ideal business. So for me, well, I've been talking about simplicity for a little while now. This is absolutely simplicity, because the website and the back office has been revamped so well with there's got to be 12 to 14 short tutorial videos. They cover everything for the new person to get set up, to understand what they're doing. They can get set up themselves. You won't be getting calls 24 hours a day. It's done very, very well. There's also company support as well. And then we even have our own private Facebook group where you can ask questions and get answers in there if you want to. And I thought, great, this is a business I've gone back into that I did quite well previously. I'm working on my own from my desk. I'm not sitting in traffic anymore, because the job I left in May, I used to have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go and do. And I recently heard from one of my colleagues that work with me there that the actual salary has gone down. So the hours that they guaranteed you have been now reduced. So even when you have a job, you can't be guaranteed that certain money. People say, oh, I'd like to get a job because I'm guaranteed that money. Well, are you? Not really. You know, you're not guaranteed a pay rise. You're not guaranteed you're going to have that job in 10 to 12 months' time. You could be made redundant. A lot of people were just before Christmas, and I don't know why they always do it at Christmas. I think that's so unfair, but they do. But when you're in copy and paste ads, you know that if you've put adverts out in different sectors, you can do LinkedIn, Facebook, you can do Instagram if you want, and you can do all these other classified ad sites. And some of these sites that they give you, they have up to 36, 40 odd thousand members in there that are going to be looking at your advert for 30, 60, 90 days. And by the way, the sites they give you, the adverts are free. You can pay for advertising if you want to, or you can just use the free ads. You know, some of us, I've got a simple little program that gives me leads. It actually gives me 200 leads a day. And again, like copy and paste ads, I forgot all about it. And I was reminded about it this morning. I thought I must go back into that because that's a brilliant little thing. I get 200 fresh opportunity seekers a day for $1 a day. It costs me $30 a month, which is £23. It actually doesn't cost me anything because I have enough members that I showed it to a little while ago. They said, well, we want a lead system. Can you show me? Yes. And I get a $5 a month commission for that, for them subscribing every single month. So I actually don't pay for mine. And I hadn't looked at it for a little while, and I looked in there this morning, and sure enough, there's a commission waiting for me. So I thought, oh, good, I'll draw that commission out. And over the time that I've been with that lead system, that I haven't really used properly, I looked. I think it was about $1,240 something I'd earned and drawn out over time, and there was another $49 in there today. And I thought, oh, I forgot about that. Let's just take that out. So that was really good. So there's lead systems if you want them, but generally in this business you can do adverts absolutely free. So you buy this business once and it's yours. You don't have to pay anything else. You can do as little or as much as you want. But in the last 6 weeks part-time, because I was involved in something else that I lost money in during November and December, I was heavily involved in that. So I wasn't really paying that much attention to copy and paste ads. I was averaging about an hour a day. But in that 1 hour a day, from the time I looked at it again to get back into it 6 weeks ago, 17 people have joined me, which is really good. And I thought, well, that's pretty good for an hour a day, 17 people. Looking at what you're going to get in commission wise. And if you look at a lot of business opportunities, especially in the network marketing industry, when it comes anywhere near close to Christmas, it all pretty much freezes. Nobody does anything. You're still maybe paying out to be in it, or paying out to buy whatever you have to buy to make the business work properly, whether it's traffic or clicks or whatever it is you have to buy. But a lot of people around the Christmas time don't make a lot of money in that industry. Now, in copy and paste ads, I got a sale at 11 p.m. on the 22nd, right up to Christmas. I thought, wow, it's the 22nd of December, and I've got this lady in Spain who's looked at my video. We've had a little brief chat via email, and she's decided that night that she's going to press the button and pay the $29, send me my money. Wow, thank you very much. And I thought that was it for Christmas. I thought, well, I'm in a business that actually people want to join and pay for just before Christmas. They've bought their presents, haven't they? Most people have actually bought their presents by about the second week. So this is getting towards Christmas now. And I went out on the Saturday morning, just went to the post office, and that was a Saturday the 23rd. And I got back from the post office. I went back on my laptop, turned the laptop on, went to my emails, couldn't believe it. Another lady from the UK had joined my business. She hadn't even told me. She must have been looking at it from an advert or something I posted, looked at my video. She hadn't even said she was going to join that day, but she joined. And on 23rd, which was a Saturday, I was getting ready to go to Ireland to go and spend Christmas with my daughter and the family. And I thought, wow, look at this, $100 sitting there. How amazing is that on the 23rd of December? How many home-based businesses do you know that pay right up to Christmas? Well, I don't know any that I've been involved in that's actually paid me, except for copy and paste ads. So can you see why I'm quite excited about it? Well, that's great. And you're probably thinking, yeah, that's okay, Paul, but nobody's going to buy after that. Really? Well, I did a little promotion. You can either sit on your hands and do nothing, but I did a promotion from the 27th until the 31st, New Year's Eve, and actually, when I worked it out, from the 22nd until the 31st, 8 more people come on board. 5 of those were on New Year's Eve. 5 people in one day, New Year's Eve, joined. And yet everyone says, oh, everyone's in a party mood, nobody be interested in business. I tell you what, they are. Because they're in their mind, they're already counting the cost of what the last month or so has cost them. And then in their mind, if they've been in some of the things we have over in 2023, they're counting the cost of how much we've lost. So, people say, things out there are scams. How do you avoid a scam? Here's my answer. And it works for me in copy and paste ads, but there are probably other companies out there that do the same. I would only be looking at a business that paid me peer-to-peer. I don't want to be involved in a company. I don't care. There's two millionaires behind it. They've got 17 offices. They're in 12 countries. Don't really care, because you know what? It doesn't matter. When they decide not to pay you for whatever reason they don't want to pay you, you've paid the money out, you've done the work, you've paid monthly, and you've ended up with nothing. Why should you? Why should you end up with nothing? So when people say, is there any way I can't get scammed? Yes. Join a business where you get paid up front. Mine is person to person. So if the person buying my copy and paste ads business doesn't want to pay me the $100, I do not push the nice blue approve button. I don't send them their money making website. And trust me, it's a money making website. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I don't press that button. So therefore, I can't get scammed. If they decide to go no further, they might have changed their mind. That's okay. They've lost $29 to the company. They've paid their admin fee, and it's non-refundable. So for me, copy and paste ads is a really good business to be in, where I can't get scammed, where I can make $100 over and over and over every day. You know, wouldn't it be nice to have a business where you can make $100 to $500 a day? Well, you can here. I've actually had two occasions since in the 6 weeks that I've been doing this, forgetting the 5 that joined on the 31st, I've had 2 more different days where 2 people joined in the same day, and I've just got started. And I haven't even gone into all these other fabulous classified ad groups yet. But as of today, today's my first day, I'm following my own advice with the advert that I put in to Facebook yesterday. It said, here's a different way of working. It's not going to happen overnight, but it can happen in 3 to 6 months. Sorry, 6 to 12 months. I beg your pardon. 3 months if you're me. But 6, I get on with stuff. And you know I do. Those of you who know me, you know I just get on with stuff. I want to get, I don't want to wait 6 months. I want to get it going now. So anyway, but if you started this part-time and you gave yourself 6 to 12 months, 1 or 2 hours a night in that time, you know, there's a really, really, really strong chance you could actually replace your job income if that's what you wanted to do. So instead of sitting in traffic twice a day, instead of paying fuel to get to work to make minimum wage, instead of having to go home when you're told, instead of having to be there 8, 10, 12 hours, there is an alternative. And it's working from home with something that works. But it has to be something that pays you enough. Because making, 25% of something or whatever isn't enough anymore. It needs to be 50% or more. Well, with copy and paste ads, you don't make 50%, you don't make 25%. You make 100% of the commission. The $29 is the admin fee, and that also covers your hosting. There's no money for hosting of your website you're going to get with all your links in it, personalized to you. And the other 100 is purely commission, and we get 100%. So why settle for anything less than 100% when you can get 100%? I wouldn't. The other good thing that the company did to make even more money. So you might be thinking, well, I've got to get a lot of people, Paul, if all I get is $100. No, every new customer you get, that's buying this system, this income generating system from you, is worth $200 to you. I'll explain how that works. You're going to receive $100 straight away as soon as they buy it. They pay your processor that you've set up through your members area. It shows you how to do that. A lot of people like PayPal because people can pay on their cards with PayPal, and it's great all around the world. So, I had someone actually on New Year's Eve that joined on PayPal, and he was a nice chap from Papua New Guinea. That's a country that earns very little. I'm reliably informed that the average monthly income there is $200 a month. And in one of our email chats, he said to me, like, if I could do two people a month, if I could get 2 customers a month, just 2, he said that would be great, because that's like a month's salary, just 2 people. So simplicity and contentment is different for different people, isn't it? I like this because it's so simple. It's simplicity personified. It's so easy. An 8-year-old could do it. I actually haven't had anyone say to me, I can't do this, it's too difficult. It isn't. It's one of the easiest things you're ever going to do. Have you ever been on Facebook and someone says, copy this and repost it on your timeline, to support cancer or to support something else, veterans or whatever else? That's copy and paste. You're already a professional at it. That's all we do. We copy an advert, we paste it into a group or a magazine somewhere, and we post it. Simple as that. And it's free to do so. And that's how you make your money. So you make $100 first of all. That's great. Now, let's say, for instance, you start a new person today. They get set up tomorrow. They do 10, 20, 30 adverts. One of those adverts said, you know what? I like the look of this. This looks really good. And it's not a lot of money. Is it? The only time things become a lot of money is when you get conned. So the price is actually very, very low. $129 or £100 one time only is really low. I know for a fact you've probably got mobile phones in your pocket that cost more than that. And and you want to get a new one. You get a new one every year, every 2 years, for another few hundred. This is 100 one time, and you bought yourself a lifetime membership in a business that can keep paying you all around the world. You could even go out in your camper van and you can sit there doing some adverts, and a day later, 2 days later, 5 days later, all of a sudden, like the two that came in the other week when I got 2 in a day, that was actually from some adverts I did 2 or 3 days previously. I think, wow. And I used to work with a guy called Dan, and I've got a video that I send out to people that join. I do not send it out to people that don't join or haven't joined yet, because obviously there's someone else's link on there and I'd like them to join me, not the other person. But I send a training video out, and this person had been doing this a while now. He was doing it back when I was doing it in 2019, and he's made a lot of money. And it shows you how he took copy and paste ads up to $15,000 a month. Wow, really? He must have got a lot of people. Yes, he did, but he's got a lot of people over time, because every day you might join 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new groups. But when you get to about 60, 80, 100 groups, and you've got adverts running for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days in those groups, Dan used to say, I've had 7 or 8 people today come on board. He was having $800,000 days quite often. And he said, like, this is amazing. All of a sudden, it's only been a $500 day today. So really, I feel bad for you, And other days, he said, I've earned over $1,000. You never know what it's going to do. But from my point of view, if you look at what people really make across the UK, one a day that says yes from your adverts, that's $100. That's around about £75. Well, one a day is $3,000 a month. That's $2,400 a month. Do you make $2,400 a month? You might do, you might not. If you don't, would you like to? Well, yeah. You can actually do this from your mobile phone. But here's the beauty. The way the company have tweaked the plan to make it even more viable for people and make you want to post some ads and get some more people. So let's say, for instance, I get a new person tomorrow. They join. Within an hour or two, they've got set up. They go, do you know what? I'm going to get this going today. I've got some time. Get some adverts out. 1 or 2 or 3 days down the road, they get their first sale. They've made their first $100. Technically, they've got all their money back, haven't they? Because we never look at an admin fee as recouping the admin fee. And the admin fee is the admin fee. It's like paying tax on something, VAT. You can't get it back. So you've got your $100 back. Great. I'm back. I'm even. This business hasn't cost me anything now. The second sale rolls up to the inviter. So if the inviter is me, I get that $100. If the inviter is you, you get that $100. The third sale, 4th, 5th, 6th, and subsequent sales thereafter, the person who's got the copy and paste ads business gets all of that. It's only the second sale that rolls up to your inviter. But look how powerful that could be. Let's say you want to do this part-time serious, I call it, okay? You're going to come home from work every night. You're going to do an hour or 2 every night without missing. Not like me, I was doing an hour every now and again. An hour or 2 every night. I want to make this work. Let's say you introduce 3 people a week. 3 people a week have purchased copy and paste ads from you. That means you've immediately earned $300 that you can now spend. It's yours. You've been paid. No waiting, no gotchas, no we'll pay you on a certain date, only on Fridays. We only pay you when you've earned $300. No. If you've done one sale, you get that $100. Two, 200, three, 300. Let's say they get 3 people that week. Or, for instance, they've made 300. Those 3 people that they've introduced are going to want to do the same. They joined it for a reason, to make money, haven't they? So they're going to want to go and post some ads, test the water, dip their toe in it, see if this actually works. Even though I show proof, I'm okay about showing proof. I don't mind that. People have seen my proof, and people show their proof. It could be 100, it could be over 1,000. But yeah, just quickly on that. Coming back into this 6 weeks ago, I went past 1,000 quicker than I did when I first did it in 2019. So people these days are looking for a business opportunity, and they want to buy something that's real. But you've introduced 3 people this week. They go out and get their first sale. They've made that money. They got their money back. They go and get their second sale. You've got 3 sales rolling up to you. So you haven't made $300 this week. You've actually earned $600 this week, but you've only made 3 sales. Now, that's going to happen every now and again, because you're going to forget about it, and all of a sudden, somebody that you sold it to a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever down the road, suddenly it's got their first sale, now their second sale, got their third sale, and all of a sudden, wow, you've just got 100. Where's this come from? It's come from the people that you've introduced, the people that you've helped. And I do say help. This is definitely a business. I feel really good about showing and selling this business to other people, because I know they cannot get conned. And I know for a fact, if they work this from 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours a day, they're going to make money, and they're going to make good money. And it doesn't take over your life. So, you can see what scope you can actually make with this. But what I was trying to get across to people is, in my advert from Facebook yesterday, there's another way of working. Picture this. People buy pictures. If you don't sell an idea of what this business can do for you, you may not buy it. And if you buy it, great. If you don't, that's okay. I've shown it to you. But imagine this. This is my day from now on. Get up between 8:30 and 9 in the morning. Therefore, I'm not in rush hour traffic. I'm certainly not getting out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning like I used to. Make breakfast, and then come to my desk here where I'm making this video from for 10 o'clock. So I'm starting at 10. Oh, it's a bit late. Hey, it's early enough for me. I don't want to start at 6, 7 in the morning. You might want to, and if you want to, it's your business. Remember, it's not a network. It's your business. You've got it. It's just you and your adverts and your business that's going to pay you instantly. But at 10 o'clock, I want to start work. I'm going to do adverts. I'm going to join more groups. I'm going to do very simple things that are not stressful that I can do in my time. And I'm going to work from 10 till 12. 12 o'clock, I make lunch until 1 o'clock. I come back at my desk at 1 o'clock and I work another 2 hours. 3 o'clock, I'm done. That's it. Well, how hard is that? Now, for me, I firmly believe that if you did 4 hours a day, really properly work in this business, posting ads, following up with people that you've sent ads to. I've actually, from my board there, I've got 9 that asked me for information around about the 30th, 31st. They haven't taken action yet, but they might do. But there's 9 people there to follow up with. Some may be interested, some not. Who knows? But what about the 8 people that came on board with me from the 22nd of December, when nobody buys into a business, do they? They do. Until the 31st, New Year's Eve. Well, no one buys a business on New Year's Eve, Paul. Well, 5 did. But what about those 8 people? Over the next week, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever, those 8 people are going to get their first sale. They're going to be thrilled because they've proved to themselves this works. I told them it works, and they've seen my proof. Now they've got their own proof, and it says in their back office, you have made $100 commission, 200, 300, 400. But when they get their second sale, that rolls up to me. So just from the 22nd until the 31st, those 8 people, I've been paid for those people, which is great. But I've also got another 100 coming from their business over time. So that's another 800 coming on top of what I'm going to do with my adverts and people that see my adverts on Facebook and going to be LinkedIn and Instagram and things like that. It's very, very simple. So it's a good cash flow business. It's a real business and you can earn some money with it. But just think about it, one a day. Just one a day. If you built it up to one a day, that's $3,000 a month. You're going to start getting 2 a day, 3 a day. It's just how it works. And now I've stopped messing about with everything that doesn't pay me. I'm now working something that does pay me. I'm looking forward to that. But do you know where my level is? Where I'm happy, where I'm content? I'd be really content at $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, because that's £2,500 to £3,000 a month, working from home, not spending fuel, not racing to work, not living to someone else's time, living to mine, doing a simple business from my desk and working 4 hours a day. There's really no need to work 5 hours, 10 hours a day. If you're in financial stuck, yep, you might want to do that. But in reality, when you get started in this, it's so simple and so easy to get to. The more you do it, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth day, it gets easier and easier because you get quicker at doing what was a little bit, took you a few minutes on day 1, will take you 30 seconds on day 5. That's how it works. Isn't that good news? I think it's really good news. Let me just check my notes I've got separately there. Also, for part-time people that are juggling money, I know people are juggling different money around to pay bills and certain things. The other good thing about this with copy and paste ads, you can set up 1 or 2 or 3 processes. So if you want to have Bitcoin, for instance, if you wanted to accept Bitcoin, you could have a Coinbase account, you could have a Cash App account, you could have a PayPal account. But the good thing is, while you're building your business and people are joining you and you're starting to receive your $100 commission, instant commissions, that's going into your separate account away from your bank account. So there's money there to draw on. I mean, I've actually just applied for the business Visa debit card with PayPal. So when that comes, I can transfer some of my commission from that, and I can go and buy petrol and food and everything else on the PayPal card if I want to. Doesn't have to touch my other bank account, my normal standing orders. But that's the other good thing about it. When you're trying to make extra money and you're trying to juggle money from account to account to account, it does get difficult. The good thing is you've got separate accounts set up for this. You can't get scammed. That's really what I want to try and get across in my video today. We're all really tired of getting scammed, going into companies that look really good, with owners that are supposedly having fantastic backgrounds, and we trust them, and things are all great until they stop paying you. And I've had 2 this year stop paying me. So that isn't going to happen anymore. So the only way that I could recommend that you go into business that doesn't get scammed is if you go into what I call a peer-to-peer business, where the customer pays you direct. You're not beholden and waiting for the company to pay you, because for whatever reason, sometimes they stop, and it's very disheartening. It really damages the home-based industry as a whole. It just damages the idea of working from home, and not everyone's like that. Not everyone's a scammer, so we can't paint everyone with the same brush. But there's got to be easier ways for us to do things. And for me, I just want simplicity. I've got it. With copy and paste ads, I trust it. It's been going since 2018. I actually know the owner and spoken to him several times. And they've never wavered. They've kept it really simple. And to be honest with you, some people say, oh, website's not flashy. This and that could be this. Yeah, it could be all singing, all dancing. But everything that's all singing, all dancing, and all flashy usually doesn't last. Why? Because they're making the presentation so good for you that you don't realise what's going on in the background. What's going on in the background is they're not going to pay you. It comes a point where they don't pay you. That won't happen here with your copy and paste ads business. So for me, it's the best $129 you could possibly spend. It's around about £100, because you're only going to spend that once. What if you wasted $129 on in the last 2 months. I bet you can find something. I bet something comes to your mind. You're not going to say it, but it comes to your mind. Oh yeah, it wasn't worth the money, was it? It could be an expensive. It could be a dinner out for two. It's cost you $100, and you've eaten the dinner and it's gone. You've got nothing to show for your money. Well, here you've got something to show for your money. So if you'd like to have a look at that website, the one I talk about with a little presentation on it, it'll actually go into real detail, and you can see inside our back office. The lady there shows you what's what. Have a look at my website. It's www.paulsdailycash.com. That's www.paulsdailycash.com. Now, if one of my friends have shown you this video, which obviously is probably a member of Copy and Paste Ads, one of my members anywhere around the world, and at the moment I've got some in Spain. I've got 2 in Spain now. Yeah, Steve joined at the weekend. That was good. I've got 2 in Spain now, 1 in New Zealand, 1 in Papua New Guinea, a couple in America, some in the UK, and that's only really part-time in the last 6 weeks since I decided to go back into something that I trusted, and that's only with Facebook. I haven't really done any adverts anywhere else until now. Now I'm going to start doing that, when my daily routine is going to be get up around 8:39, make breakfast, come to my desk at 10 o'clock, work till 12, have lunch, go back at 1, work till 3, done. And relax and watch a movie or go out and have a life, and see more of my family. That's one of the reasons I want to do this. I can do this from anywhere. I can do it from my phone, and it's fun. And haven't we been missing that? So if you want some fun in your life, you want some money in your life, you want less stress, and you want more simplicity, I couldn't recommend this any further, any highly. So I thank you very much for listening to me. I hope I've covered some things today that make sense to you, because sometimes you look at things and you go, you know what, I'm not quite sure. But you've got nothing to lose here. You've bought it. Your very first customer, your very first one, recoups all your money. There's not many businesses that you can actually say pay the money into and you get all your money back. Very first customer. Second customer rolls up. Third customer onwards, you get to keep it all. Isn't that great? And as I've proved, it works 24/7. It even works during Christmas and New Year. And I haven't noticed anybody else telling me they've been paid, let alone show me they've been paid. They've kept very quiet. Come and join our business. Yeah, but when do I get paid? Well, I don't know. Well, we do. We get paid every time a customer says yes. And we seem to have more and more customers saying yes than they do saying no. What's the reason for saying no? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me. I wish you a very, very happy new year. And if you do decide to come and join me, I've actually got some extra bonuses I'm going to give you as well, free of charge. So, some things to help you get your first, second, third, fourth, fifth sale. Okay? Anyway, thanks very much. And I'll see you in simplicity soon. Bye.